Welcome back. So this is Super Grub2 Disk, Secure Boot Approach, number 15. Um, so today we are trying to release this version once again. So we have some work to do here. The most important one is the Secure Boot binaries directory, which we need to create so that it doesn't get root permissions. And we also need to check this UUID and then some empty files that needs to be fixed. So let's go on, check whatever is needed here. Yeah, so make sure that releases and new releases are in the repo. The other thing that we want to check that it is on the repo is the same thing. It's secure boot binaries because it's not there, if I'm not mistaken. So if you take a look around here, and yeah, the directory is not here. Okay, news releases, but there's no secure boot binaries. So let's create it because it's the easiest thing. We want to create this, and that's it. So what you just do is you create this news releases. Yeah, so news releases has some stuff. However, I can copy this hit ignore file onto the secure boot binaries directory. So we can edit this hit ignore here. We can remove this. That's it. And now we can add secure boot binaries.git ignore. Yeah, so this is just reused commit. Oh, damn it. This is not... I wasn't supposed to do this here. I want to do this in this other directory, which is the one that we want to use instead. So that means that... Let me see. Yeah. I just want to... make sure this works as it was before, so that I can do the same thing. Yeah. So now I am here. Let's do the right changes here. So I want to copy, what was it? News releases .git ignore. I want to copy this into secure boot binaries, and I can also copy this secure boot binaries. Secure boot binaries. Yeah, I should remove this. Now we should have this and this. Now we can say that make sure that Secure boot binaries directory is in the repo. Okay. Now that I think about this, I think I can do something like released branch here, such a way that I can check out into master -1. I can remove branch master. Yeah, but this is now we can create master here, where you track origin master. Is it like that? Oh my god, I have been able to do this. So I can pull this here. No, this is, I can push this here. Okay. And now I should use, let me see, how the hell do I do this? Yeah, so we can pull origin master here. Now I can check out into the TMT release branch. The question is, if I merge this, the tag is not in the right place, isn't it? Although, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I might just remove this and, yeah, look at that. You cannot remove all of that. So what you want to do, so let me see. Yeah, so this was hit clone. Yeah, and then you do some additional commits. However, let's focus on whatever we want to do here. This might be improved like this. Then we had some work rewriting MD files, which this was something like this. So we have development, install, readme, test, and translation. So probably test. So we probably want to edit test. So let me try to work with that. So test is going to be found here, test.md. So let's fix this. So this can be fixed so that I use whatever I'm using right now. But, you know, so this is pre 2001 because this is too old. I need to explain what I'm using right now so that, yeah. Test in a virtual machine, no. The adapted instructions are here or they are not anywhere. I'm quite, you know. So this is it. So this is something like okay. So what more do we have here? Yeah, there was another file that translation. Okay, so let's work a bit on translation. So for translation, whatever. Oh my God. Yeah, for translators, for developers. Okay. So for developers, look at that. Translation, something. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, so far it's not too difficult to understand what's going on here. Then it means that no translation. Yeah, what the hell is a fuzzy? So if you have fuzzy, it means something. In this case, the string something. So in Spanish, you've got this one. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if this should be like this, but I think, yeah, look at this. Fuzzy translation are not used by. Okay, and then once again, you can check this command here. I'm not sure if this is the right command, but yeah, probably. Oh, I see what's. I see, yeah, this is the way you do it. So we need to. This like this. When you run this, see install file. This installation is saved here. Please check. Oh my god. This might be. This might not be right. However, I'm going to change this so that it's link. And you can click on this in order to open the file. For developers, okay. Takes like hello world and add a dollar before so that it is like this. Then you need to run this so that you update this stuff here. Okay. If you're adding a new file with translated strings, oh, let's make this bold letters. PO file, the PO directory. Okay, so this is nice, I guess. Let me try this here. How the hell do we see this? Look at that. You've got all of the stuff in one place. Okay, so let me see. So translation test. Yeah, I think translation. Wait a moment. I needed to test if there was something wrong. There is not. So translation. Yeah, so now we can push this we can push this to GitHub and we can test some of the MD files which are around here, like install, translation, whatever. So install, because I want to check. I mean, there are some links that look at that. This is quite nice to read right now, not as it was before. Mm, okay, so probably, okay, you can check the development file. Yeah, why wouldn't be able to? So this is install.md. Why wouldn't I be able to click on this so that I can just have a quick link to this? Okay, before saving anything, let's go into the development MD. Let's see what we have here. Click. Oh, the same thing happens here. Please check the install file. This should be, test this. Like this. Okay. Okay, here it is. Wait a minute. Why the hell this is not a link? I was convinced this was a link. How the hell do you link to some stuff in here? So let's assume, let's open install and readme. So the one that does not work is this one. So you want to check install md. Let me see. So I want to go, how the hell is this? Docker release build. So where the hell are you? Docker release files are not found here. Yeah, because I have not. So Docker release build, it's like this. Yeah, we will just use it. Damn it. We will, what the hell? Why aren't you showing me? Okay, so Docker release build. Here you are. Let's copy this. And we want to use it on development. So development.md has this link here, which I'm going to modify. And it also has these requirements, Docker requirements from install md, which it's here. So let's copy this and let's edit this here. Okay. Yeah, are we missing something else? I don't think so. These were the ones that I was concerned about because it's a link, it's a special link. Okay, so I was not sure how this was going to work properly. So install.md also has the development, which I think we have modified before. So readme md development md is here. Okay, let's check all of this now. Um, so so development install. So markdown links were fixed. Bin. Let's push this. Let's check if everything is nice. So we should come here. Okay. And then we can open development, probably translation to test md readme and install. So yeah, so let me check test and translation first. Think this is okay. And what about the test? Yeah, this might be needed to prove it. You might need to improve this. Here we have the comment in one go, one line. This could be done in several lines so that you can use it, but I mean, not sure if it's worth it. So now we have this readme also, and is this pointing? Yes, it is. So here you have the development.md file, okay, and we should have some links. Was it this? No, development one. Okay, so this goes into release build. Nice. And this goes into requirements. Nice. So it is working as expected. So this is nice. That's what we were trying to fix properly. And this is the comment. Yeah, I think I might redo this comment so that you can read it properly. And probably the same thing should happen here also, because otherwise these are too long comments that are a bit confusing. Yeah, but we should probably fix the comment with the UID. Okay, so thank you very much for coming to the stream. See that there's someone watching the stream. You can say hello if you are logged in your Gmail account or whatever. So let's write down this so that we don't forget about this. So this is about the markdown Docker long comments need to have line breaks so that they are easier to read. Okay. Nice. So we can probably work with this user ID and group ID. I think that that way it's easier for us to That way it should be easier for us to build everything. So, but the question is, how the hell do you implement this? So what you want to do is, let me see, you want to check what the hell it is. Yeah, so we want to modify this manual builder Docker file and also the automatic one so that it has this 1004 so that you use a variable as an input. So we need to check whatever is in documentation and at the same time, you know, so documentation now it's development.md, which not sure. Yeah. So development.md. So one of the comments is here, and the other one is in install. I think we want the install command. Yeah. So let's open the install.md command. I mean file, which has a command. Let me see. So the command is here. So the install one is the right one. So the question is Docker how to use several env variables, because yeah, how do I pass environment variables? The question is, oh look at that, you can use e several times. Apparently you can use something else, but wait a moment. Minus e can pull the value from the current environment. Yeah, but we don't want to do this. So we want minus e password. Okay, let me see. Okay, so what we want to do here is to have a new variable which is going to be builder UID, builder UID, which is going to be this stuff, and builder group, which is also going to be this one here. So later on you can, the same way here, we are using something previous version here, so we just can use this stuff instead of the one that we have here. So yeah, and apparently the group, yeah, I mean, if the group is not, so the problem that I have here is that user at g group something. So yeah, okay, let me see. I should probably use something like this. So group at minus UID, and this is going to be builder, and then you have this user, which is from SGD builder group, or isn't it user at How the hell do you add? Uh, okay, look at that GID. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think you want to do this like this. So what you want to do here is to have these variables here. So this would be builder group. Hmm. Okay, let me see. So we want to test this. So this is the UID. So if you have one of these strange builder UID that you know, well, I don't know if this stuff supports this way of doing stuff. Now that I, because this is yeah, how do you know when to stop? So we will need to you know, we will need to test this and see if it works as expected or not. Although there are some other files where this is used. So you need a commit anyway so that you can use this, unless this is a variable that you can fetch from the, this is a variable that you can fetch from the environment in such a way, yeah, in such a way that it overrides everything. Okay, so here we have a docker run. Docker run. Do we have something else? Yeah, so we probably want to have this too here. Okay, so docker run. So automatic builder. Yeah, but the automatic builder does not have, the automatic builder does not run CMD, but everything else. So that means that we need to have the version here. So let me check. So you want this to be here somewhere. Run build tag. Because otherwise this is not going to work. But at the same time, I am not sure this is going to work as expected. Okay, so we have this install.md fix so that we can use 1004. So I think builder UID and builder group is too generic. So what I'm going to do is to replace this in such a way so that you've got SGD builder group, okay, and so that you've got builder UID. Group ID. Yeah, let me fix this so that it makes sense. So this should be GID. Okay. And so up here we should have also something similar, which is builder UID should be SGD builder ID. Okay, and then builder group should be SGD like this. So GID. Okay, the same thing needs to be done on the development file here. So if this is used after build, so we need to do the same thing here. Okay, and also here, yeah, so just privileged. So here you have this too. And down here we should have the same thing, isn't it? Nice. Okay, so what I want to do in order to okay, so there is also the manual builder which should have exactly the same thing for this UID stuff. So th own something something like this. So the first one is the no password. So let's check if this is the same thing. So okay, so we have this group add, we've got user add, we also had, what the hell is this add? What the hell is this add? So you add a directory which is not by the folder or something. Okay, but anyway, I think that this is it. So we have the right comments here. Nice. And yeah. Okay, so I think we have everything into place, but we need to test all of this because this is too much. We have done too much a single go. So this is going to be a commit about all of this. So this is going to be something like SGD builder. What's the name? SGD builder. Can now we change? Okay, so before doing anything else, which is going into the files and try to, I mean, going into here and pull and so on, because so I'm going to add, so this is going to be a local repo, and we're going to use this thing here. Okay, so I'm going to pull from local repo master so that I have everything. So now here I want to test some stuff. I want to test the build, but before doing that, or maybe I'm going to test this, but we've got something else to do, which is the variable. Let me write this down. Uh, so group build config should read from env. If it does not exist, then it defaults to 1004. This is so. Let's try and see if I am able to do this. So we had this explanation on how you develop stuff and so on. So development said something like, what the hell was this? Was this release? Okay, so make sure you do the bump version so that you make sure that you modify group build config. So let's modify group build config. So here you have the 1004. Don't you have them here? Where the hell are the 1004? UID and so on. Oh, maybe I use the ones that the user has. Yeah, I think so. I think I do something like ID -1. Yeah, that's, but I guess that this is the way. UID. How was it? ID -u. Yeah, ID -u, ID -g. So we don't need to test to modify this. So yeah, I don't think we are using this now that I think about it. So do we have something about 1004? Yeah, the ones that are here. Yeah, and then the rest of it is whatever. Yeah, we don't care too much about this. So, yeah, let me see. So we should be fine without doing this. Nice. So improve the documentation and Docker files so that we can use a custom user ID and group ID so that it's not always my own 1004. More build tests. Okay. So this, yeah, so let's test all of this and see what happens. Because, but anyway, we have to edit build config or something, isn't it? I mean, it's, do we have or not? Yeah, okay, so the commit is the right one. And then you've got the bump version, but the bump version needs to increase the version, which it is on, the version is on menus SGD version. That's what I was looking for. So this should be 2.1. And so I can add this and say something like, we bump the version to this one. Okay. And then you go into install.md and you've got the release build instructions. So Docker release build. Okay. So here is where you tag this. So we tag this. And finally, we've got this automatic builder. which I'm going to check if it helps anyhow, because I'm not sure about this. So let's see if it works. Oh, look at that. Docker build. Yeah, and how do you Docker build environment? Celt build time variables? What the hell? Build arc. What the hell is this? Yeah, because according to my let me check one thing. So this automatic builder that we have, this variable here, previous version, this is used on CMD. That this is used when you run the Docker. This is not used when you build a stuff. So that means that probably when you are doing this manual builder, you don't need to to pass the what's the name to pass the stuff here. So yeah, so you don't probably need this for this to work, although it helps. Did we add this to the manual one? Docker release build. No, we don't need, no. Okay, so my question is, how the hell does this work properly? So this build arc, so this is Docker build arc. I want some examples because I don't know, it seems quite strange that you cannot use these variables. Yeah, that's it. Build arc with multiple arguments. So minus t build arc something something. Use build arc. Yeah. Okay, so it works the same way as the other one, but like this. Okay, look at that. It's to spec the arc inside the Docker file. If not, you won't have access to it. So usually before from. Send pattern send Docker file instead of arc. Okay, so let's try this. So it's build arc instead of whatever we were using so far. So here we should have this build arc. Okay. And so this Docker build should be, I mean, Docker build, I think it's not used in any other place. Build arc. Yeah. So this should be used here. with the variable which is not the previous version, but the one about this stuff. So yeah, that's it. Build arc. So you've got this. Probably here we also have a Docker build that needs to be improved. So let's do it. So you want to replace this with this. Docker run does not need to be modified at all. And if you take a look and search for Docker build, yeah, we are done. So now we should be able to run the right Docker build, which is from install.md. We should have a Docker build so that we have this automatic builder with the right UID. However, before doing that, we need to read this example here, the unit arc. Also, before from, lost way too many time with this. Here's documentation. The arc must be used after from. Well, it can for all a step before from if I read correctly. Here is the documentation. But this is a user. After from. So you need to use this after from. So let me check. Where the hell are you? Okay, so we can just use this here. Why not? So we've got this variable here, and we also have the variable here. Let me remove this so that. So now we should be able to also edit the automatic builder. And that's it. So now we should be able to have this. What the hell is this? Yeah, look at that. So probably, yeah. So probably we just want to amend the commit, but let's check before anything if this makes sense. So I think this makes sense. So let's fix the commit. Now we can go back here and so we had a comment about bumping the version. Yeah, so this needs to be removed. This is quite a problem because now so now I think we can do something like local repo master force. Oh my god. So let's ignore this change. We will do it again. So which is the last version? Okay, this one. Oh my god. So let's just reset this again because I don't know how to do this properly. So let's remove this commit so that everything is okay. So this is probably restore. And now you are 3 commits or whatever. And you can get this. Now we can go on and edit this so that it has a new version. We can add this to our commit. So we bump the version, then we have the tag. I am missing the tag, or is it not needed? Let me check 1 second. So, where the hell are you? So how the hell do you release? So you bump the version, and then you continue here, which should have a release, Docker release build. Okay, yeah, so we are missing this one here, which I'm going to add right now. And then we build with this, which is the one that I'm going to. Okay, this is an attempt. So let's try to remove this. Okay, so we have the tag, and so what we want to do is to run this. Now we have everything into place. Let's see what the hell happens with all of this. I am not sure about that. So let's see if this is going to work as expected or not. We also need to add some lines about this. Probably, yeah, probably you want to take this from Bash itself. Now that I think, but although not everyone uses Bash in order to build a staff, but you know, um, yeah. So I can check. I can try to modify the thing here. So we could have here ID minus U so that you have everything the same UID that you use, or yeah, so yeah, so please note that you need to replace with whatever UID and GID your user has. So this is ID. You can use to discover it. Okay. Is this the right thing? Yeah. So yeah, not sure if I want to have all of this in capital letters, but let's do it. And there was some development here to here. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to use the bash one because otherwise I will have to use bash something something. So I think this is better somehow. So let's use this single line here so that you can see this line single place. We should probably use this like this too. And then not sure if there's something else related to Docker. So Docker build, yeah, so this needs to be also, yeah, probably, I think we have managed to, let me see. All to build thanks to Docker. Yeah, I think we are right with this. So we should be able to also man this here properly. So this should be something like this, probably. So this should be part of the last commit about making sure that this is used here. So here we have Docker file, which is using this GID and UID to add everything. So let's see what happens, because now we are building a lot of stuff. It should be quite easy to do. So we need to fill out yeah, more build test and make sure that Markdown has all of the files that are built so that someone can inspect what to have. Yeah, because otherwise. So now I'm going, I mean, I need to double check these comments here. And once we have double checked, we're going to write them in such a way that they are multi-line so that it's easier to understand what the command is doing. Yeah, but I think we can do this even if the comments are not, even if the part which runs stuff is not okay. I think we can run this in such a way that, you know, so probably we want this like this so that it's done. Look at this. Just quite more This is quite more easy to read whatever we are doing here. So we have a lot of directory mappings here because that's what we do here. We want a lot of directories to be modified by the system, even the development one, the root dev directory. We want it to be modified here too. So look at that. This is nice because it's going to be easier to read all of this, and you won't be so overhelped because you will be able to check what all of these options are about. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. This is from Bash, and I'm using this, so I probably can just use whatever my user has, and that way it's going to be easier for the final user, so that you don't have to do any of this. Okay, so we have yet another spaces here. So development should have Docker run twice, and that's it. I mean, this should be the same thing as above, so we should see it on yellow, but the problem is that's not the same line, so it's more difficult to see if it's the same thing or not, but it should be the same thing. So what you want to do here is to just use ID here, so that it's easier for everyone to use this. So yeah, because once we have used this thing here, there's no need to do all of this. So let's remove all of the lines here, even if it makes this a bit more difficult. So install.md should have something similar. Yeah, so we remove this. And we remove this. So yeah. Uh, also make sure to run the suggested comments inside the bash shell. Yeah. So, yeah. So what we want to have here is something like that. So this needs to be used on the UID part. Okay. And let's fix this here, UID. So let's remove this. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah, so UID. And here we should also have this UID stuff in the right place also, which is here and here. Same thing happens here. Okay. Now we should be able to do the same thing, but with the GID. So what you do here is ID minus G. Okay. Nice. And here also. Yeah, look at that. So that way you don't have to mess up with whatever you have here on there. So development should have also this stuff about the UI, the GID here and here and here. Yeah, I guess. Oh, look at that. Group add invalid option minus U. So it's minus G. So that is concerning. So we need to fix this in the Docker file. So Docker file should use minus G the same way that you have the automatic builder. It should also use minus G. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is a bit, you know, let me see. So this, let's see. Yeah, okay. So now we can amend this and we can remove this attempt and we can clone from here so that it's easier to have stuff from here. And now I should be able to once again have the new commit, which is about bump version, and hit tag also. That's right. And now we should be able to check how the hell you release something, which should be somewhere. Release instructions. So we have the bump the version, and then we continue with install Docker instructions, which are here. So Docker, where the hell are you? Docker release build. Yeah, so we have the tag. And now we're going to create this stuff here and see what the hell happens. Probably we are going to be able to cache some stuff from here, not everything. Group SB. Oh my god. Why? So look at that. So we have managed to do this not in the right way. So the group is SGD builder. Yeah. So here we should also have this group stuff. So we want to fix this. So we want to fix this. So let's amend the commit and maybe we can reserve hard two commits down the line, and now we can say hit pull origin master and it will work. Okay, so now we should be able to do the same exact thing, which is just using this thing here, hit add, hit commit, the tag one, yeah, the tag one exists, so let's remove it. And now let's add it. And now we should be able to run the command, which I'm going to copy and paste from here so that we can use the command from the documentation even if we had this in the history. So let's see if we are able to run all of this. Okay, so now we should have this 1004 staff side of the virtual inside of Docker. Let's see what we get with that. Okay, so we have clone version here. It shouldn't take too much to clone this, although I have not taken the one from the repo, but local one, so probably it's downloading a lot of stuff that it should not be downloading. Maybe there's something else, like maybe we are running the automatic build and yeah, release build. Yeah, but the automatic build does not build anything. It just have differences that you have this CMD, but this hit clone should be the same thing as the other one. So let me see. Yeah, so probably this is doing some stuff. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't take too long, I mean. Okay, so apparently this has built properly. So this is nice. By the way, we will have to test the manual builder because otherwise, you know, wait a moment. Wait a moment. Didn't we fix all of this? Why install.md has all of this? Have I? Yeah. Have probably not done this, probably. I'm not sure about this. Let's put this such a way that it's okay to have this here. Let me see what we have around here. So we have all the directories, but I'm going to save these changes because I don't know if the problem is that these changes have been lost or what is the problem. So I think I am editing this from the right place. Although this is not the one which we're going to run. Install.md development. Oh my god. I don't know why this was not. Let me see. Privileged. Yeah, let me see. This is taken too much with the mouse, but you know. I think we are fine. So we have all of these comments properly done. So this should be, let me see. This is commit command save. And so we don't care about this last commit because it's a commit. So development, we jump into install md docker. Where the hell am I? We jump. Seriously, have I removed install.md? Okay, so docker release build. So we have run this this thing, and you need to update this version to whatever is the previous one. So we want to use this, this thing here. So let's go and see what the hell happens here. Hopefully this is going to build properly and without having anything that it's not well done. I mean, we shouldn't have any problem right now, if I'm not mistaken. Because, yeah. Let's check. Let's take a look. Whatever it is. yet to be done. So long comments having breaks, line breaks. Make sure that Markdown has all the files. Oh, okay. Yeah, but if you want all of the files, you need this to be built in the first place. Otherwise, this is not going to go very well. Okay, so I think we can end here the stream. I'm going to um, leave this running so that we can check this on the video. So this should be here. Okay. Yeah, so the idea is that you, unless this takes much less time, but the idea is that you, um, yeah, the idea is that this is going to build properly. We will be able to get all of the files that are built. We save them into the markdown, and then we can bump the version and hopefully have a release that makes sense. Okay, so we can bump and tag it and just clone the repo and build it, and then copy the result into a folder and just release it properly. Okay, so that's the idea. Release proof of concept on version. Yeah, I mean, so thank you very much for watching this video. We will end here.